one of the most used songs to audition for The Voice, Got Talent shows, Idol, and all sorts of other singing competitions, all by myself. Not by Celine Dion, but by Eric Carmen. Yes! I love him so much. Full voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
Don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
I keep me where the light is.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, I'm really glad that you clicked. Please subscribe if you haven't. It will really help the channel. I'd appreciate it. And if you're a loyal follower who's returning to watch another video, I really, really appreciate your support, your comments, your shares, your likes. So, this song was obviously made famous by Celine Dion, especially with the key change that David Foster, I just recently found out, suggested. It was not part of the original song because the song was written by Eric Carmen, an American singer-songwriter, and released in 1975. So many, 40 years ago, no? 50 years ago, almost. Yeah. So I listened to Eric's version and it did not have a key change in it. And, very interesting, the song is based, the verse is based on the second movement, the Adagio sostenuto, of Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto, Opus 18, in C minor. I'm gonna have to go and listen to that and see how the, what it's talking about. I'm pretty sure I'll recognize the music when I hear it. But yeah, so literally songwriters, it's listed as Eric Carmen and Sergei Rachmaninoff. So good on Eric to give Rachmaninoff credit for for basing the verses on his Piano Concerto second movement. So anyway, very interesting. We all know the song is a female vocal, right? Mainly because of Celine Dion's version, and then many other female singers who covered it since then beautifully. But the iconic moment in the song is the key change. I mean, the "Oh by my," that fifth. That's the interval, the fifth, which creates a ninth or a second chord. Yeah, that's beautifully written. But the iconic moment is the key change. So this lady, Tarryn Stokes, won The Voice Australia in 2023, and she sang All by Myself as part of the grand finale. Now, as an ex-Australian citizen, I knew who Tarryn was because even when I lived there, I saw her in some things, but she mainly did background vocals for most of her life, and she entered this competition at the age of 40. Decided it's her time. It's interesting if you know Lauren Allred's story, the voice behind "Never Enough" from The Greatest Showman. Similar thing. She was always a backing singer and stand-in and this and that, behind the scenes for the stars. And then she decided to stand up and say, "No, look, this is actually me. I'm singing. This is my voice," and grow in confidence as a solo artist. And this is pretty much what Tarryn seemed to decide to do in 2023. So anyway, I'm doing a bit of a mini-series. So check out the other two. There are 3 versions of this song on competitions like this that I'm analyzing just to compare. It's very interesting. The other one was released earlier this week. It's now August 2024, so if you find this at a different time, just go and look on the channel. But the other was by Inger-Lise Hope, who won The Voice of Norway in 2024. Also singing All by Myself as part of her journey on The Voice. And the other version is by a boy, a 10-year-old boy, who sang on America's Got Talent. His name is Peter Rosalito. So keep an eye out for those. If you've subscribed and you hit the bell, you will get the notification. But yeah, let's check out Tarryn Stokes singing All By Myself. And remember, they always have to do a shortened version on these shows. There's no time to do full versions of all songs. But yeah, let's see how Tarryn did.
When I was young, I never needed anyone.
Original key.
And making love was just for fun. Those days are gone.
Okay, so just quickly, she puts some pop expressive elements in her interpretation. Now, this is one of those songs which is, it's hard to deviate from the original. It's hard to make it your own because you can't, you know, you can't change that melody up too much because then you're going to take away what the song wants to be and what the song originally was, you know. By the way, check out Eric Carmen's version. It's always interesting to hear the person who wrote the song's recording of it. Very interesting. So yeah, she does a few pop things for fun, you know, like little melodic, not riffs, but, you know, add-ons. But she sings well. You can hear everything she says. It's very clear. It's quite low. When I was young, not low, but it's lowish for a female voice. But you can hear the sound is secure. It's a beautifully natural, clear sound, energized with a lot of breath.
All by myself.
Sort of half voice.
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. By myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna be by myself. Don't wanna be by myself anymore. By myself anymore. By myself anymore.
Guy Sebastian is on his chair. Yeah, it's a really short clip, I know, but just a really excellent vocal technique and performance skill, right? Because those are two different things. If you sing technically well, then that's one thing. But if you are lovely to look at while you perform, that is another thing. It adds something. It's interesting also because there is a difference between recording and performing. If you've done that, you'll know what I'm talking about. The best recordings that we can listen to on streams or, you know, CDs or vinyls back in the day, but also vinyls now. But when you record, the best recordings, that's what I was busy saying. The best recordings normally come when the singer, while they recorded it, sang as if they were performing to an audience. And it's hard when you're in a studio and it's technical and it's focused and it's concentration and you want to get it perfect. There's no audience there. There are no other bodies in the room, people that you can get energy from, get feedback from, like you do in these kinds of shows. But you still want to sing it as if you are performing. to people, to an audience. Now, it's quite a skill. And I have found over the years that there are some singers that are almost better recording artists than they are performers, and vice versa. I think the best of the best can do both, of course, and that's the goal, obviously. Your goal should be to be able to perform excellently, so people feel engaged, touched. You reach people with your message, with your sound, with your personality, with everything about you, but then also go into the studio and record it in a way that when people listen to it in their car or at home, they feel connected to you as well, as they would have when they saw you perform live. So, but anyway, I thought Tarryn sang really, really well. She sang that high G flat and F5 so powerfully with no pressure. It's not what you would call a typical belting sound, although it's a very full sound. But you can only do that if you develop the muscles correctly. You teach your muscles to stay together when they stretch for the higher pitch and to handle a lot of breath without getting your larynx pulled up and all the tightness in it. Like, you don't want that kind of sound. Hers was so free and so open, which is just an indication of her excellent technique. So I'm keen to follow Tarryn's progress as she has now embarked on a new chapter of her journey as a singer, as a solo artist. I hope she does really well, has a beautiful family. She seems like a humble person. I love that about people. When they don't look like they have to puff themselves up, they just are themselves. She's beautiful to look at when she performs. And yeah, if you're a fan of Tarryn and you know some more about her, some background or whatever, please let us know in the comments. It'll be nice for me and anybody else who reads the comments to learn a little bit more about her. Thank you for spending the time with me. Remember to check out the other versions that I'm analyzing. And until next time, I want you to remember that your voice matters.